In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Trading Cage to test any of your trading ideas. When you log in, you will see the dashboard, and on your dashboard are your accounts. Every user has one time traveling account listed in green and any number of additional simulated accounts which are listed in blue. The difference is that simulated accounts have a date and a balance. Simulated accounts in blue can be created with any name, any date, and any balance. The difference between these types of accounts is that in the time traveling account, you can travel to any period in time and you can simulate any or replay any period of time that you like. In a simulated account, you are restricted to the cash that is available and the date that the account is currently at. You cannot go backwards in time, in other words, on a simulated account. I'll show you how this works, starting with the time traveling chart. When you first load Trading Cage, it will default to giving you the S&P 500 E-mini chart, the 5-minute chart, and the regular hours. You'll be able to zoom and pan around the chart. You can change the time frame. You can change to extended hours. You can change the time, and of course you can change the contract to any of these contracts which are currently available. I'm going to go back in time 14 years to May 6th, 2010, and we'll see the chart update as I do that. Okay, many of you may know this date. This is the date of the famous flash crash. You can see that these couple of bars really dominate the chart, and what's amazing is the very quick rebound that happened after such a large crash, nearly a 10% crash in the space of 30 minutes. Here we can zoom out and we can check what it might have looked like to trade on this day. I'm going to go back to 1:30 before the crash occurred. And we can use these controls on the bottom to replay the market. In this case, I'm going to say 30 seconds for every 1 second so that it's a little bit faster. You can see that the day started up here at 11:57, and the low of the day is already 11:24. So this has already gone down quite a bit today. So many traders may be thinking of buying the dip. Well, this will show you why that might be a bad idea. I'm going to hit play, and we can just watch how this plays out. You can see as this is replaying, the time updating in the upper right corner. It's really amazing to watch. And the recovery after such a large dip is really incredible as well. I'm going to pause it here. You can also use these controls to advance time. Let's say we want to skip forward 15 minutes. And it will just go ahead and do that for us. But this shows you an intraday historical chart that may be difficult to obtain otherwise. We can keep this time frame the same and look at other charts. For example, what happened to bonds around that same time frame? Amazingly, they spiked. Not nearly as much as equities dipped, but this could help you understand that perhaps some types of futures have a relationship to each other or may react to similar events in different ways. This is the basics of the time traveling chart. There are no orders to be filled, but you can add indicators such as Keltner channels, Bollinger Bands, RSI, average true range. I'll add a couple of these. and you can see them updating on the chart. Now I'm going to go back and view a simulated account. The primary difference, it's still showing these indicators. I'll go ahead and delete those. The primary difference that you can see right away is that this simulated account has an order pane. I'm going to go ahead and use it to fulfill an order. I'm going to do a one cancels others, or order cancels order bracket, where I buy at the market. I'll go ahead and buy 2. And I will have a stop loss at the low of the day, 2466.75. And let's say that I am betting that this gap will be filled. So the gap is up to 2508. And perhaps I want to go one tick below the gap. I'm going to submit this OCO order, and you can see the orders show up on the chart. I'm going to buy at the market. I'm going to sell if it gets down to the low of the day. And I'm also going to sell if it gets up to the gap from yesterday. Now I'm going to go ahead and replay 30 seconds per second. You can see that the market order was filled and that price is starting to go against me. So this may help me manage the trade, thinking about whether or not I would want to get out. You can see that the time is updating in the bottom right corner. You can see my positions right below the orders in the order pane. You can see my linked active orders as well. And of course, you can see the unrealized P&L versus the realized account value in the bottom left. It looks like the trade is going reasonably well. I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead. 15 minutes first. Let's try another 15 minutes and another 30 minutes. One more time. Just took a second to load, but there we go. We saw that the gap fill strategy worked in this instance. And when my take profit was reached, the stop loss order was canceled. My unrealized P&L has turned into a realized account value for a gain of $28.25. And if I want to review these trades, I can look at them in the trade history. I can see exactly when I bought and what my entry price was. And I can see when I sold and what my exit price was. Now, I can continue doing this. I can continue my backtesting session, or I can simply go back and look at my performance analytics to see how I did. Now, this is pretty straightforward, but it demonstrates the concept. I only have one trade, so my win rate is 100%. My largest profit on any trade is $28.25. I can't calculate my profit factor, my median loss, or my largest loss yet. But as I continue to trade, I will be able to see more and more of those trades. I can also download my trades as an Excel spreadsheet if I want to do the analysis myself. That's Trading Cage. You can also, from this view, manage your subscription. You could log out, and if you need any help, you can simply mouse over this purple question mark to get my email address or to link to the Discord community for Trading Cage. And we will be happy to help you if you have any problems with the application.